folks. It's your old headless rambler, Guillaume Dubois, setting down the hammer for a spell to jaw about something that's been gnawing at me like a splinter under a nail. Intellectual property, fancy term, eh? Sounds like something them suits in Ottawa'd scribble on a napkin and call a win. But here's the rub. Canada's been driving this rig right into the ditch on IP, and I reckon it's high time we figure how to yank it back onto the road. So grab a coffee, pull up a stump, and let's unpack this mess. 'Cause it's a big un. Start with the basics, eh? Intellectual properties, all them bright ideas folks cook up, inventions, songs, that logo on your favorite beer can. It's the stuff we slap patents and copyrights on, so the fella who dreamed it up gets a fair shake before some yahoo swipes it. Makes sense, don't it? Like locking your barn so the neighbor don't borrow your best plow horse. For a country, it's gold. Keeps the brainiacs innovating, the cash flowing, and the pirates at bay. Without it, we're just handing out free candy to every passerby with sticky fingers. Now, Canada ought to be a champ at this game. We've got clever folks think them biotech whizzes in Toronto or them film crews in Vancouver churning out stories Hollywood wishes it had thought of. But somewhere along the line, we took a hard left into the mud. Where'd we go off the rails? I'd peg it back to the early 90s, round when NAFTA rolled in like a shiny new tractor we didn't quite know how to steer. Them trade deals, NAFTA then USMCA, started nailing our IP rules to what the U.S. wanted, and we've been playing catch-up ever since. Extended patents, longer copyrights, tighter screws on generics. It's like we handed the hammer to Uncle Sam and said, "Swing away, pal." Trouble is, we ain't the ones holding the nails no more. Take them drug patents, eh? Back in 93, Bill C-91 stretched them out, keeping generic meds off the shelf longer, meant folks in Red Deer County, heck all over, were paying top dollar for pills 'cause some pharma bigwig in New York needed a fatter bonus. Then USMCA comes along in 2020 and wham. Copyrights jump to life plus 70 years. Biologics get 10 years exclusivity. Sounds swell if you're a corporate suit, but afford meds, it's a kick in the teeth. We're protecting MP, sure, but whose feels like we're guarding the neighbor's barn while ours rests. And don't get me started on the innovation ditch. We're sitting on a gold mine, tech startups, cultural gems, but our IP rules ain't built to lift 'em up. Small outfits can't afford the legal hoo-ha to patent their gizmos. And by the time they do, some slick operators ripped it off and sold it cheaper. Piracy's bleeding us dry. Billions a year, they say, 'cause we ain't got the teeth to bite back. Meanwhile, the US and EU are locking down their ideas tighter than a drum, and we're out here with a screen door on the hen house. So, where'd we drive into the ditch? It's them trade deals. Yeah, but it's also us. Politicians, more keen on handshakes than hard choices. Since the 90s, we could have built an IP fence that'd make Canada proud. Tough patents for our inventors. Fair rules for our folks. But instead, we bent over for every trade partner with a loud voice. Result, we're a doormat for Big Corps while our own talent's packing up for greener pastures. Could have been rich, eh? Some reckon a 1 to 2% GDP bump. If we'd played it smart, billions in the bank from tech and tunes. Instead, we're scraping by, watching the states cash in on our slack. How do we climb out then? Ain't no quick fix, but I got a hammer and a few nails to toss in. First, we gotta take back the reins, quit letting trade deals dictate our IP, shorten them biologics exclusivity to 8 years, say. So, generics hit the shelf sooner. Keeps meds affordable, keeps folks healthy. Next, juice up the small fry grants or tax breaks for startups to patent their stuff so they ain't drowning in lawyer fees. And enforcement, Lord Almighty, we need some teeth. Crack down on piracy like we mean it, not just wag a finger and call it a day. Then there's the big swing. Invest in our own, pump cash into R&D, tech, arts, you name it. So we're cranking out ideas worth protecting. Make it Canadian-owned, not some branch plant for a U.S. outfit. And, hey, why not a Canada First EP-Pack? Trade deals that don't just bend us over, but boost us up. Fair terms, not handouts. Sounds pie in the sky, maybe. But if we'd started hammering this back in the 90s, we'd be sitting pretty, not scrapping in the ditch. What do you reckon, folks? We've been driving blind too long, time to grab the wheel or keep spinning mud. Drop me a line, eh? This old nail's rusty, but I'm listening. Till next time, your headless rambler's out. Gonna go pound something straight for a change.